Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Premier League news. In this edition, I'll be going through all of Saturday's results. West Ham United drew 1-1 against Chelsea in the early kickoff. Arsenal drew 1-1 against Brentford. Crystal Palace drew 1-1 against Brighton. Fulham beat Nottingham Forest 2-0 at Craven Cottage. Leicester City put 4 past Spurs as they come out 4-1 winners. Southampton lost 2-1 at home against Wolves, and Bournemouth drew 1-1 against Newcastle. Now, after Arsenal drew 1-1 against Brentford at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal boss Arteta was angered, stating that Brentford's goal was offside.
I just looked at it and it is offside, yeah.
That explains you why it wasn't.
No.
That must be very frustrating.
It is, but it's the action when you get blocked when you are offside. You cannot block if you are offside. Probably they will give an explanation later on in the week, but today we haven't got any. But looking at the images, and you have to apply certain principles in defending, and you do that by sticking to the rules. And suddenly you apply different rules, then you have to change your principles. So tell us before, because then you don't hide the line in that height, because then obviously you're always going to have an advantage if you get blocked.
Whilst Arteta is angry about the decision and the Brentford goal, Thomas Frank said, "Wow, what a performance, a well-deserved point."
Yeah, it was. I said to the players before this game that we had to top perform. Maybe put our best performance out there, because I think Arsenal's been so good this year. And I think we are very close to that. I just said to the boys in there, I just said, wow, what a performance. I know you can't celebrate a point. No one will. I'll never allow myself to celebrate a point, no matter who you're facing. You can be happy for a point, but celebrate that very good performance. And I think it was clearly more than well-deserved point. And I think it should have been now a win. I think it should have been us. If you look on the big chances, we had 3 massive chances first half, where if we were 1-0 up, then everyone knows that we are a little bit more difficult to play against. Of course, when you go 1-0 down, I know, then you need to have take everything into context. So that's why maybe it was a well-deserved point. But coming here, going 1-0 down, Chris just told me, I think it's the first time in a year where Arsenal, after they come in front, lost points. So that just say everything about our performance, and they are unbelievable at home. The stadium went mad when they scored to 1-0. Stayed in the game, cool, stick to the game plan, got the, I would say, well-deserved equaliser. Yeah, that's very impressive against an Arsenal team that I think is very, very good. And they of course, they're top of the league. They're favourites to win the title, and I think they will.
Antonio Conte's assistant boss, Christian Stellini, said after the game, after Spurs scored the opening goal in the match, they then switched off.
After we score the first goal, and we turn off. And in this league, you cannot turn off, and you have to be consistent in all the part of the game. But happened also last season after we beat Man City. We've lost in Burnley, and to be consistent is a long process. It's not, because it's a mental process. You have to be better mentally. You have to be better in the approach. Today the approach was not bad, but after we scored the goal, something changed.
Now, Tottenham Hotspur went 1-0 up against Leicester City through Rodrigo Bentancur, and then Leicester put 4 past Spurs. Brendan Rodgers described the performance as a brilliant performance, a brave performance, and a great day for us.
Yeah. No, it was a brilliant performance by the players. I think really brave performance, because against Tottenham, with the front threat that they have, we Harry and Son and Kulusevski, they're big talents, and then they get real talents behind that. So to be as brave as the players were and commit to what we asked them to do, to press the game, and then that allowed us then to have that dynamism when we get the ball back. And it was everything that I'd want in the team: aggressive, strong, competitive, and then really fluent when we had the ball. And we had so many great attacking moments today, and played with a great energy against a Champions League team. So yeah, it was a great day all round. Supporters were amazing, really pushed the team and encouraged the team, and yeah, it was a great day for us.
Now let's hear from Chelsea boss Graham Potter. After his side were denied a penalty for apparent handball, he called the first half positive.
I thought it was a good save. So you need your goalkeeper sometimes to get you the points. I mean, it hasn't been given, so there's nothing for me to say. I've only seen it briefly as I walked across. I think it looks like one of those ones that if it was given, I don't think it would have been overturned, but it hasn't been given, so yeah, but you have to earn that, and there's nothing for us to, we can't complain or wait for luck to turn for us. We have to keep working. I thought first half we were positive, we started the game well, we scored a good goal, more opportunities as well, good attacking intent. We lost a little bit of control for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we conceded, which we could do better with, I think, and that changes the dynamic of the game. But overall, I thought first half, was quite positive. Second half is probably more a reflection of where we are as a group and a team in terms of players coming up to speed from returning to injury from injury, and players adapting to the Premier League. So that's the work in progress. That's what we have to work with. But there was a step forward, I thought, overall from the previous game.
After West Ham drew 1-1 at home against Chelsea, David Moyes said it is a good point for West Ham.
We struggled to. The big thing was that we didn't go further behind because Chelsea threatened us. They had a couple of decisions which went for us were offsides, might have been tight or they might have been clear. I've not seen them either. So but I was pleased. I thought we improved, but for 20 minutes of that we found it very difficult against Chelsea. They were good and we weren't as good. We didn't defend well in the opening 20-30 minutes, but we grew into the game a little bit, got ourselves back into it, stayed in it, and earned probably a good point from it in the end.
It's another good point. You feel like you turned the corner, like you're moving in obviously the right direction.
Well, I want more than a point, but if you give after 20 minutes, I'd have taken a point, that's for sure.
And lastly, there will be 2 games in the Premier League on Sunday. Leeds United will take on Manchester United in the 2 o'clock kickoff, and Manchester City will be in action at the Etihad Stadium against Aston Villa, 4:30 p.m. kickoff. I hope you've enjoyed watching this and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one.